working with streaming customers, a lot of them want to understand their trial to paid subscription funnel, oftentimes in a conversion window of 7, 10, 30 days, depending on how your business defines it. In Kubit, this can be done by setting a conversion window consistent with the amount of time you typically give a user to complete a trial. I've built a simple 2-step funnel here. There may be more steps depending on how you and your business takes a customer through a trial or the things you typically like to see. This funnel I've created is just 6.1 to 6.17, and I've already executed it. And at the bottom, we'll see that 3.4 million new users joined the platform and started a trial. And within 7 days, 16% of them actually converted to purchase a subscription. In addition to just looking at this trial conversion funnel, you can also look at it broken down by important variables like UTM campaign or whatever campaign identifier you all are sending into your data warehouse. This will let you know if specific campaigns are acquiring and converting users better or worse than others. I've already executed this, and now instead of a single funnel, we get a separate funnel for each of the UTM campaigns that the trial started event contained. So now I can easily compare the TV without TV campaign against the stream all about it and more watching. I can see that they're all more or less performing the exact same. If I want to add maybe another one like We Want You, I can see that it's doing slightly better, converting at 25%, although we're talking about a much smaller population of users, about 64,000. When breaking this down by UTM campaign for the trial to purchase subscription funnel, I can also change my mode to time to convert, which lets me see that instead of just your typical conversion rate, I can actually understand how long does it take a user to go from step 1 to step 2 in this case, over the course of those 7 days. And by breaking it down by UTM campaign, I can compare them against the overall. I always recommend when I talk to customers about doing something like this to compare against some sort of a baseline, and overall does just that. I've already executed my analysis, and now instead of a funnel, what I'll see is this timeline, as well as the percentage of users who actually converted that exist in that. So basically a histogram. The blue line is overall, so this is your baseline, and in this case, the black line is the We Want You campaign. So remember, We Want You was converting a bit better than all the other campaigns. And in this case, it actually looks like, while the median overall conversion time is about 13 hours, the We Want You campaign median time is 6. So they're converting nearly half the amount of time, which is a great thing to see. So this campaign really may have legs, may want to see if we can open it up to more users. If I wanted to add a third, let's say the Stream All About It campaign, I can see their median time was about 9 hours. And so not as great as We Want You, but certainly better than the overall or the baseline. In addition to campaigns or attribution, what I often hear is, how is content impacting the likelihood of a user actually converting from free to paid? In Kubit, you can understand that with slight tweaks to the funnel we've been talking about, but still really powerful way to understand how these things are impacting one another. I've changed my funnel to now be the first event of stream started and the second being purchase subscription. And to make sure that I'm only talking about users who are currently in a trial, I've gone ahead and applied a cohort filter to the entire result set of the funnel. What this means is only give me users who performed the trial started event in the time period I've specified. So this gives me insurance to make sure I'm talking about the right subsection of users, but I'm still able to build my funnel effectively. The reason I want to start with a stream started event is, in a funnel, in order to understand attribution, you want that first event to contain the field that you care about. In this case, it's content. So we kind of have to start with something that is related to streaming. To show which show titles in this case are attributing to the highest conversion, I've added a breakdown, just like I did with my UTM campaign, but this time instead I'm looking at show title. Depending on how your data looks, this could be anything from genre channel, series title, etc. In this case, we're just using show title. Now at the bottom, I'll get my several groups of things, but rather than them being UTM campaigns, they're now show titles for the users who started a stream while in a trial. So this is an easy, quick way for me to understand which channels, or in this case, which shows, are leading to higher conversion. I'm interested in all 8 of these, so I'll do a quick little click here on this eyeball to hide and unhide all groups. And now I've got all 8 of my top performing shows. At a glance, they all seem to be performing more or less the same, with Northland showing a little bit of promise at a 20% conversion rate. If I want to learn more about one of these audiences or cohorts, I can simply right-click and create a cohort directly from this funnel on those users who watched, in this case, the Bag Boys 2. I can say, give me users who actually converted or dropped off since purchasing a subscription, sample that cohort or save it, reuse it in an analysis, or sync it to Braze. I see this a lot, especially when customers want to run things like a win-back campaign or encourage users who are still in a trial that haven't yet purchased to actually go ahead and purchase.